DIPG, diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, a very specific cancer of the brainstem in children. It's a disease that will inevitably kill every child within about a year of diagnosis.
It's often said that the greatest day of our lives is when our children are born. We realize at that very moment that everything we do in life is for them. Every child should be able to fulfill their dreams. However, children diagnosed with DIPG are deprived of that opportunity.
The Cristian Rivera Foundation funds the trials and research conducted by Dr. Mark Swedane and Oren Becker. But that's not all we do. We support families.
Alan Shung entered this world on February 8th, 2008, a bright young man who enjoyed the love of his family and the company of his friends.
When I first spoke to Alan's mother, she described how vibrant Alan was and how amazing he was. He loved martial arts and he loved the Power Rangers.
On October 27th, 2015, 7 years into his life, Alan was diagnosed with DIPG. When faced with the reality that DIPG is a terminal form of brain cancer, Alan's parents sought out education and support. Their journey led them to the Cristian Rivera Foundation, where John Rivera and the foundation's volunteers embraced Alan and his family.
When Alan's mother told me that Alan wanted to meet his favorite blue Power Ranger, the Cristian Rivera Foundation arranged that Alan meet his favorite Power Ranger in California. We wanted to help make Alan's wish come true, and we did.
On October 9th, 2016, only a year after being diagnosed, Alan took his final breath.
John and I met under very unfortunate circumstances when his wonderful, energized son, Cristian, was diagnosed with DIPG.
I watched my son go from a healthy, vibrant, energetic boy to slowly losing every bodily function. One day I was staring at him and I was so sad, and he looked at me and he said, "Daddy, don't be sad. I'm gonna get better." Do you know how hard that is to know that your child is not gonna get better? There was a point where Cristian couldn't speak anymore. The only way he communicated was by nodding his head. I saw so much pain and sadness in his eyes, and I knew that he was trying to communicate that to me, that he was in pain.
It's impossible for anybody other than a parent to understand that turmoil, that internal grief.
I wanted to protect my son, but a parent of a child with DIPG can't do that, doesn't have that option. And we have to change that. And that's why I started the Cristian Rivera Foundation, because I don't want any child to suffer the way Cristian did. I wouldn't want any family to go through what our family went through.
DIPG claimed the life of our young martial artist, robbing him of his dreams. On average, children diagnosed with DIPG have only 3 to 18 months to live. These children are primarily between the ages of 1 and 9. And their lives are cut devastatingly short. Children all over the world fight valiantly, but in this war, DIPG is undefeated. Until now.
I am every day looking for some promise that what we're doing is beneficial. We look for MRI changes that are positive. We look for length of survival. And now Lisha, who's coming up to her 5th anniversary of survival since diagnosis, is amazingly powerful to me.
My name is Lesha Ayala. I am 12 years old. When I was first diagnosed with DIPG, I was 7.
It wasn't easy when she was first diagnosed. Almost 5 years ago. I didn't know what DIPG was. All they gave me was 9 months for her to live.
I was terrified at first because I didn't know what it was. And then Mark told my mom about this foundation, which was the Cristian Rivera Foundation, and that's where I met John, and he's been helping me ever since.
Anybody that knows John Gogi Rivera will say that he is never tired from this effort.
I met John through Dr. Mark Swedane, and ever since then, he just took over and protected us like family members.
Everyone that I've met through the Cristian Rivera Foundation is there because of John's leadership. This is about as close as you can get to a large family without being blood related.
After she was diagnosed to DIPG, I was referred to Dr. Mark Soudain, and that's why she's still here.
Meeting Dr. Mark Soudain was scary at first because I didn't know how to feel. But then after talking to him for a certain amount of time, I started thinking that, wow, he's actually really nice and he's the one that saved my life. The Cristian Rivera Foundation gave me hope in that I will survive. I didn't give up on myself. I kept trying, even though I had a 50% chance of dying. I kept trying, and to the point that I made it through.
Today we have hope. We have Elisha. She's living proof that DIPG can be beat.
You have an obligation. These children are dying in real time. We wouldn't be here with our accomplishments, and they've been phenomenal up to this point, if it weren't for those contributions.
The only thing stopping us from finding a cure for DIPG is funding. We together can find a cure for DIPG. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you to each and every one of you for attending and supporting the Cristian Rivera Foundation. And let's cure DIPG. Full steam ahead.